The sun bleeds through the clouds, and as it dies down, the lights come on. It's time for Friday night football here in Clarinda, Iowa. This is Austin Greenland with Fuller Digital Solutions, and it has been a hot minute since we've seen these two teams face. Last time we saw these two teams face precisely was 5 years ago, 2017, and it was all Clarinda 27-14. But that was 2017, and this is 2021. Both teams looking to be super solid. We should have a great matchup for you here today. Glenwood on the sidelines ready to start this ball game off. And finally we get some music. And you know what that sound means. It's time for some football here in Clarinda. The Cardinals went down to the Panthers last week in the first week of the season. The Cardinals went down to the Crescent Panthers last week, 18-6, and tonight they go up against the Underwood Eagles. The Eagles, on the other hand, pulling away really quick with a home opener win, 50-14. It's a tight one tonight up here in the press box, that's for sure. Very crammed up here in the wide open. So if we have a rain delay or anything, the weather just doesn't cooperate with us, we might have to delay the broadcast. So just so you folks at home know early on, so both teams are finally on the sidelines, and I think we're about ready for some ball, don't you? Last year, the Eagles were 9-2. They're looking to do some more damage of the sort. Seems that the three seniors are already lined up and ready for the coin toss. Well, as we get started underway here at Clarinda, we're going to go ahead and cut it to a commercial break. When we come back, we will have decided who receives the football.
In to the Do Drop In for fantastic daily food specials. For lunch on Monday, chicken fried steak. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Wednesday is a wild card. Thursday, bacon cheeseburger, fries, and chocolate cake. And Friday is a sirloin steak sandwich. And for supper specials, on Thursday it's roasted chicken and Friday prime rib. Open 11:30 till 9 weekdays.
So Cardinals win the toss. They elect to receive the football.
Cardinals will receive to start the first half of play.
So that's that of that. The Cardinals elect to receive. And the Eagles will be kicking off.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we start the game tonight, we want to take a moment of silence for the loss of Jeremy Ribby. Please stand silently for a moment of reflection.
And so it seems we'll have a moment of silence here.
Tremendous grief our Cardinal Nation is experiencing this evening. We mourn the loss of our dear father, friend, and coach, Jeremy Ribby. Jeremy has touched many lives in this stadium tonight, as well as coached many of our boys in the field playing this evening. And as we struggle to return to normalcy, his memory will carry on and all those that cherish their memories with him. In the words of Maya Angelou, They may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. We ask you to stand at this time and honor his memory. Thank you.
So after quite a long moment of silence for a fallen Cardinal, we're ready to take play here in Clarinda, Iowa. So the refs break. Underwood finds themselves running out to the field, as Clarinda still is trying to figure out what they're going to exactly do here.
Good evening once again and welcome to Cardinal football. Tonight the Cardinals host the Underwood Eagles.
No. I might have to run down. Okay, we're good. Yep, raise it.
Fun fact, the Eagles average 7.1 yards per carry and then 14.3 yards per reception so far after week 1.
Doing the kicking for the Eagles will be Colin Brandt. Set to do the returns for the Cardinals, Isaac Jones.
So Colin Brandt, the 5'11", 185 senior, who's got quite a leg, is going to do the kicking right now for the Eagles.
All you football fans, up on your feet for the kickoff. Here we go.
And one thing I've noticed about going to all these different high school events is that the kickoff says it all. What these fans do on the kickoff will portray the rest of the night. Whether the band plays a little tune or whatnot, always depends. And the Cardinal will fall down on the 30-yard line.
He'll bring it out to about the 29-yard line.
They'll put him down to 29.
On the play by Josh Ravlin.
Josh Ravlin finds himself
I apologize, I don't have a number 6 on my roster. As soon as we can get that figured out, we'll let you know who that is.
with his tackle.
Okay, the returner was Dominic Paulsley.
So, pass completed to number 25. Of Clarinda. That's a gain of 5 yards on the play.
For a gain of 6, brings up 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals. Colin Brandt on the stop.
And the Cardinals decide to carry. He's going to dish it back off. But no, sir. Right there is Scott Pearson for the tackle, the 5'10 senior. And Pearson's not a guy to be messed with. State track champion. Guy runs a fast 800. He's got speed, and he will find you.
Scott Pearson made the stop for the Eagles, drops the Cardinals back to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 3rd and 10. Ball carrier was Isaac Jones on the play.
Jones gets the reception. And right there is 3 Eagles to pull him down.
Pass Isaac Jones from White Smith is complete. Head to the 36-yard line. Bring up 4th and 3 for the Cardinals. Tackle on the play by Colin Frame and Tyler Jacobson.
What do you need? I need him to record this one. He'll fix it.
We need him to run the recorder
So this football is going to roll
Wyatt Smith on the punt. He rolled dead at the 28-yard line.
right to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
That'll be the 1st and 10 on 28. So the pass is good.
Pass from Alex Gravlin to Wyatt Baker.
To Wyatt Baker.
1st down out to the 44-yard line. Ronald Whiteman on the stop for the Cardinals.
And that'll move the chains. Alex Ravlin, the quarterback for this afternoon. And there's going to be a flag on this play. We'll see what it is.
Flag on the play. False start against the Eagles. Makes it 1st down at 15.
So move the ball 5 yards back. False start on the Eagles. Not so sure who exactly false started, but Ravlin will have to set himself up in a different spot. He hands it off to Pearson.
Joey Anderson on the carry for the Eagles. Tackle for no gain. Brings up 2nd down at 15. Tackled by Grant Jobe on the play.
And he gets him about as far as the line of scrimmage, nowhere further. Ravlin sits back, throws one long, looking for Pearson. And oh, oh, right through his hands.
Bring up 3rd down at 15 for the Eagles.
I don't know if we could get a replay on that one at all or not, but if you saw it, Ravlin just had the ball in his sight. It just slipped right through his hands. He definitely would have been a bounce and had yards and room to go further. Ravlin looking for someone. He's going to run it himself. He's going to find some open ground. He's not going to slide. He's going to find himself tackled at the 50.
Will get it ahead to the Cardinal 49-yard line. 48.5. Tackled on the play by Isaac Jones. And Mark
That's not going to be enough to move the chain, so here comes the special teams.
Joey Anderson back to punt for the Eagles. To review the return, Isaac Jones for the Cardinals.
So Joey Anderson ready to punt the football. Gets a high one. It goes over his head. And he's just going to have to drop on it. He's going to pick it up, and they're going to tackle it for a loss of more yards. And they're going to find the football on the 24-yard line. And to the youngins out there watching this game right now, one thing Joey Anderson didn't do right was he picked up the ball and decided that he was going to try to run for it. At that point in time, you just got to cover the football because it's a live ball. And trying to move anywhere with that ball is just, flirting with more danger than you're already in. Clarinda picks up the ball. Here's the toss. It's a long one. It's caught and touchdown, Clarinda. Isaac Jones finds himself the football, and Clarinda scores here early on. in the first quarter. So a couple of mistakes for the Eagles puts them in this position that they're in, and the Cardinals have got early life here in the first quarter. So Caden Butt puts her through, and these Clarinda fans are going crazy. So the Cardinals go up 7-0 right out of the chute. And something that shouldn't have happened. With a false start there, setting the Eagles back 5 yards. That really was a big mistake. So with that 5 yardage going back, that doesn't allow Alex Ravlin to run the football and get to move the chains. And then on the punt returns, what really killed us there. And picking up the football was not smart, either running it back. And then Clarinda just finds their man in the end zone. It's hard to speak as a broadcaster. It really is. It's hard. That's something you don't want to see your team struggle through, and it's easy and simple mistakes that sometimes cause the biggest outcomes. This one's finding itself more towards the right side. It's Anderson. He's going to find himself running through. He can take this all the way back. He's got room at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. So Joey Anderson kind of finding his redemption there through the previous play he was in. You know what? We won't even mention it. Finds himself in a good position. Fields the football very well around the 28-yard line right there. He found himself a good hole or two, stiff-armed a couple of guys, and found himself running right down the line. Great return by Joey Anderson. Colin Brandt will kick the football to try to tie this one up. And it's good. So just like that, back to back, we got 2 touchdowns and extra points up on the board. If this football keeps turning out like this, it's going to be a fast one. That or a long one. Could really go either way. In games like this, though, it's really what team makes them more poor choices. If both teams play phenomenal football, we'll have an excellent game tonight, going back to back. But if it's really just who makes the worst decisions. Just like snapping that football on the punt. That's a simple mistake. That really cost us a touchdown. If we don't make that mistake, we don't go. We go back and we're up 7-0. But Colin Brandt runs through, and here's the kick. Straight up the middle. Back to receive is Isaac Jones, and he's going to catch it in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the ball will be set up on the 20-yard line. So here's the handoff. And Jones does not get anywhere on that one. There for the tackles, number 56, Tyler Jacobson, the senior. And that's a big boy, 5'11", 210. Nothing you really want to mess with. So Smith. Oh, and we might have a flag on this play for a late hit. And we're going to decide not to. That one was close. Pass was intended for Drew Brown from Wyatt Smith. Smith looking around. Oh, here's a deflection by Pearson, and he gets it. It's an interception by Pearson. A great job to find the football in his hands. You see how he kind of snuck over there, caught the eyes of the quarterback, and just found a hand on it. Threw it up, tipped it up in the air, and found it in his chest. Great job by Pearson for the interception, and that's going to set up Underwood in a really good position here to get a touchdown and maybe break this tie we found ourselves early on in here too. So 7:07 left in the ball game. Alex Ravlin sets up behind. Here's a handoff to Anderson. Anderson finds himself some room. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Eagles. Back-to-back touchdowns for the Eagles. And, man, this is a super fast game. Teams only getting 2 plays before they get a touchdown. So Brandt will set up shop here to put this one through the uprights. He was 6 for 7 last Friday at home and make him 2 for 2. But here's the flag. And it's going to be on the offense. And so we will in the illegal shift, we'll set the ball 5 yards back and attempt the kick again. So wind blowing out of the northwest. Brandt, can he do it again? He can and will. The Eagles go up 14-7 here.
Cardinals 7, the Eagles 14.
And a great job by Pearson and Brandt. Pearson getting the interceptions, running the football. Anderson, what am I saying? Anderson's had both touchdowns back-to-back. The guy's really finding open holes there in the shifts between the defense and just taking it to the goal line. Brandt got a good leg. Could easily kick, I'd say, a 30-yard field goal. He's got a good leg. This one's going to be straight up the middle. And it hits the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. And Clarinda will find themselves at the 20-yard line. Wyatt Smith gets the ball. He hands it right off to Tayton Egme.
He'll pick up a couple more for the Cardinals, make it 3rd and 5. Tackled on the play by Tyler Jacobson and Gage Saban.
Smith looking to throw. He's going to run. And there's Pearson and 2 other Eagles there for the tackle.
For the Cardinals. Loses about a half a yard on the play. Brings up 4th and 6. Tackled by Wyatt Baker.
So 4th and 6 at the 24. The punt's going to be delayed. There's a false start on the offense. So we'll move the ball back. And set up shop once again.
Movement on the Cardinals cost them 5 yards.
This punt starts to die around the 50. Pearson finds the fit, gets it in his coverage. He takes a couple steps back, and he's stuck in concrete, basically. Gets the football out to the 50-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will start. Pearson caught the football, and he just had nowhere to go. Absolutely nowhere to go. But that's okay, because 50 yards, I think we'll take that. Ralvin ready to do some damage there. Hands it off to Anderson. Anderson fighting, trying to get out, but no, too many Cardinals around him. He just could not find a hole there. And just got dragged over to the side. He almost had a chance of getting out. He almost had a chance, and just got his ankles wrapped up. Ravlin out there by himself. Here comes Anderson. And Ravlin's in some trouble. So this is a couple of linemen.
Pass to Chase Ryan.
10 target was Chase Ryan.
Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 10.
And no flag on the play. It's an obvious false start on about 3 linemen there from Clarinda. Ravlin is going to be sacked. That'll bring up 4th down and many.
Chase Wilmus on the sack will bring up 4th down and 19 for the Eagles.
And if I'm Underwood, I'm very upset on that. No flag when you see 3 guys jump. Heck, we're up in the sky here, and we saw that. So Anderson elected to punt the football here. See what he does. This one's kind of higher. It's going to travel. Drops around the 30. He's going to roll to the 22. And finally it dies right about the 17-yard line. So the story of tonight's ball game really has been miss opportunities. or not even missed opportunities, really just bad decisions. Underwood losing a football here in the punt return that led to a Clarinda touchdown. So Schmidt hands the ball off to Manning. And you don't get nowhere. Gains about a yard on the play. Clarinda will set up shop once again. Underwood looking for Clarinda to run the football a lot tonight. Here's the handoff. And for the tackle, Scott Pearson. Eagles are going to lose quite a little bit of yardage on the play. So they lose 6 on the play. Schmidt not having anywhere to go. And there's Joey Anderson for the sack. That's going to put him right around the 2-yard line.
Looks like about 4th down and 22 for the Cardinals. Wyatt Smith to punt. Scott Pearson back before the Eagles.
So Wyatt Smith, the quarterback and the kicker, to punt very far back in there in the end zone. He gets it off, and it's sky high going to die. Pearson elects it. Pearson receives the football right around the 33, finds himself out of the bounds around the 25. 1:26 left to go in the quarter. If you're just joining us, it's been quite an interesting football game. Underwood loses a football on the punt return. It lands around the 20-yard line. Clarinda scores at a play after that on a very close catch right on the cone. Graveling goes, intends his target for Scott Pearson, but it's deflected by Jace Walmus, number 58. And are we going to get a false start call there? No. Underwood hands off to Joey Anderson. Anderson got a wide open lane. He's tossed around a little bit, finally finds himself down at the 10-yard line. Anderson's had both touchdowns tonight. One on a punt return or a kickoff return, and the other on a handoff, which is about a 30-yard drive. Pearson receives the football, dances a little bit with his quarterback, and he'll be drug out about 5 yards in front of the end zone. So 2nd down and 10. Or 2nd down and 3. There with 1:07 left to go. And here we go. Here's a flag. So false start on the defense. And we'll see who it is.
Offsides called against the Cardinals. Penalty be half the distance to the goal line.
So move the ball to the 2-yard line. Eli Vorez, the sophomore.
Joey Anderson on the carry.
Anderson gets the ball and does what he does best. So Anderson with 3 touchdowns today. And that's going to put Brandt right back in the same position he's been in all night long.
Josh Radlin to hold Colin Brandt to attempt extra point.
Brandt's 8 for 9. Can he be 9 for 10? It's a kick. It's good. So Brandt is 9 for 10 so far this season on field goals. And with a 1 minute flat remaining, your score is 21-7. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
So Colin Brandt sets his football up on the stand, and we get ready for another kickoff.
Causeway back deep for the Cardinals. Colin Brandt to kick off for the Eagles. All right, all you football
This
fans,
first quarter has been a very eventful one here so far. Brandt kicks it straight up. Receiving it, Carson Johnny. Isaac Jones picks up the football. He'll get it right to the 19-yard line with 55 seconds left to go. So Wyatt Smith's got 55 seconds left of this first quarter to do some magic. He decides to run the football up the middle. And that's the story of the Clarinda football team. Talk to head coach. So the clock's running down. 30 seconds now left on the clock as Clarinda takes his sweet time. So the Cardinals will take a timeout with 19.1 seconds left on the clock. Kind of a weird time to take a timeout, but they'll do so. You're watching Underwood football on the Fuller Digital Solutions.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
So coming out of timeout here, 19.1 seconds left in the clock. I talked to head coach Nick McElson of the Underwood coaching staff. Told me they was going to go ahead and pull out Josh Ravlin and replace him for Gage Savin in the linebacker position. Just to rush the Cardinals because they really don't pass the football that much. But here's a big one. And it's going to be deflected by Colin Brandt, and that's, well, going to be close to the end of the first quarter. Still 10-9 left on the clock. The Cardinals really needed that big gain right there to move the chains and get the ball closer to the end zone if they was really trying to get a touchdown before the end of the quarter. Wyatt Smith looking for his intended target. Ethan McAndrews, the junior, just slips and falls, and now we're the clock empty. I mean, in the first quarter, the Eagles on top of the Cardinals here on the road, 21-7. We'll be back at the beginning of the second quarter. Stay tuned.
Drop in to the Do Drop In for fantastic daily food specials. For lunch on Monday, chicken fried steak. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Wednesday is a wild card. Thursday, bacon cheeseburger, fries, and chocolate cake. And Friday is a sirloin steak sandwich. And for supper specials, on Thursday it's roasted chicken and Friday prime rib. Open 11:30 till 9 weekdays, till 2 Friday and Saturday, and closed Sundays. Drop in to the Do Drop in McClelland for great family food and drinks with friends.
So Scott Pearson back deep for Underwood. If you're just joining us at the beginning of the second quarter, my name's Austin Greenland with Fuller Digital Solutions. Dan Steins, my guy behind the camera this afternoon. Here's the punt return. This one's going to be a little longer than Pearson's really originally thought it would be. He's going to try to dance out of this one, but he's going to get nowhere. He'll finally fall right around the 42-yard line. This ball game's been, well, kind of an eventful one. Early on in the first quarter, went back and forth, and then Joey Anderson misses a snap on the punt return, which did not help us at all. He decided to pick the football up. It kind of reminds you of that safety against Nebraska. I don't know if you watched the Nebraska-Illinois game. Those Nebraska fans out there who did don't really want me to talk about it. They don't want to remember it. But it looked like that. The ball was down. He should have just dove on top of it. Instead, he decided to pick it up and try to get out of the situation he was in. And things only got worse. So it drove us back about another 10 yards. And, of course, all Clarinda had to do was throw up a Hail Mary and find a guy. So Clarinda scores on that drive. Then, on the kickoff, Anderson redeems himself by taking the ball all the way back to the end zone for the first touchdown, making it, of course, Colin Brandt, who's now 9 for 10, kicking field goals, puts both, field goals through the uprights, and it's 14-7. So then we find ourselves with the interception by Scott Pearson right around the 30-yard line. And we just hand the ball to Anderson again, and he does his magic. So Anderson actually has all 3 touchdowns for the Eagles this afternoon. So if there's a guy that's going to be an MVP, it more than likely at this point is going to be him. Alex Ravlin, Jr., still in the quarterback spot. Kind of a smaller guy, 5'9", 150. He's going to go for Brandt. Brandt jukes, finds himself getting some extra yards. He'll be down right around the 39-yard line. And that'll be enough to move the chains. 11:39 left in this quarter. Underwood's more of I like to think they're more of a 50-50 kind of a team. Like to run the ball, throw the ball. Clarinda, on the other hand, doesn't throw the ball as often. They got a fast running back. They really, really like to run the ball. Ravlin all by himself finds his brother Josh. And that'll be a 5-yard gain. Ravlin all by himself. He's going to toss it long. And it's caught. It's Alex Ravlin and Josh Ravlin right around the 10-yard line. And a big-time game for Underwood. And we won't even need the chains. It's 1st and goal at the 7 here. Or they're going to kick it back to the 8. Ravlin by himself again, looking to pass. Under the pressure. He's going to toss it off. It hits the cone perfectly. I don't know if he was aiming for the cone or not, but, man, that was a pretty good shot. You know what? Next time I take my girlfriend to the carnival, I'm going to take Ravlin with me. You know, have Alex throw the balls. You know, at the teeth thing over at the carnival or something. I'll pay him a couple bucks. There you go. It's a perfect double date idea. Ravlin's going to take the ball himself. And Pearson was trying to push off Drew Brown there, the senior. But just couldn't hold him back in enough time for Ravlin to get to the end zone. 3rd and 4 on the 4. As Josh Ravlin's going to be substituted here for Wyatt Baker. Joey Anderson on the left side of Alex Ravlin. They're going to hand it off. Can Anderson get his 4th touchdown? No, he's a couple yards shy. So they're going to say he only makes the line of scrimmage on the play. No, they're going to say he made 1 yard of a gain. So 4th and 3. The Eagles are going to go for it. 3 men on the right. Alex Ravlin looking to throw. Here's the toss. Oh, and it's just missed.
Ravlin's pass is incomplete. And that'll turn the ball over on down.
The intended target was Chase Ryan, the senior, and he gets up, and he doesn't look too well. He's kind of hobbling a little bit. He's either gassed or something's just not right. So, a good idea by Underwood to go on the down. Ryan almost has the football in his grasp. So Wyatt Schmidt going to go ahead and hand the football off. And, oh, no, here's a lot of room here for Marshall Duffy. Still a lot of life in this one. 2:50 left to go in the first half. It's a big reception here. Marshall Duffy got himself a good 30-yard catch to get to the spot. There's Carson Downey. He's going to be down right around the 42-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 43, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7 to go. So 3rd and 7. Schmidt's going to sit back. He's looking for an elected receiver. Takes the little long. He's going to run the football up. And he gets stuck behind his teammate there, number 66.
Smith on the carry ahead to the 40-yard line. Gain about a half yard. Brings up 4th and 4 for the Cardinals. Wyatt Baker on the tackle.
And it's hard to read the jersey numbers from this far away. Regardless, gets stuck behind his lineman, trying to do a spin move, and it's going to be 4 and 4. They're going to go ahead and try to. And we're going to have a fake punt again here on the 4th down. Now they're going to go for it. It's a handoff, and he's going to get nowhere. So handoff was there to number 27, Downey, and he's going to be down really short of the chain. So the Eagles will take over territory around the 40-yard line with 1:18 left to go in the half. Still plenty enough time to see Joey Anderson have his 4th touchdown of the night. Here's the toss over to Scott Pearson. Pearson finds himself a gap. He pushes by the 30 or 50. He finds himself at the 44. So closer to the 46, the ref says, and that's where they'll drop the ball. Clock still rolling at 105. Now down to 102. Ravlin tosses it off, and breaking the tackle is Wyatt Baker. He's going to get right around the 23-yard line. They'll spot him right on the 23. 54 seconds and dropping. Ralvin setting up shop by him. Joey Anderson. Here's the handoff. Anderson. Nope, that's not a hole. He's going to break a tackle. And he can't get out of bounds in time. So 36 seconds is where the clock's going to stop as Underwood calls a timeout. You're watching Underwood football, home of the Eagles. I'm Austin Greenland, bringing you the game from Fuller Digital Solutions.
Drop in to the Do Drop In for fantastic daily food specials. For lunch on Monday, chicken fried steak. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Wednesday is a wild card. Thursday, bacon cheeseburger, fries, and chocolate cake. And Friday is a sirloin steak sandwich. And for supper specials, on Thursday it's roasted chicken and Friday prime rib. Open 11:30 till 9 weekdays, till 2 Friday and Saturday, and closed Sundays. Drop in to the Do Drop in McClelland for great family food and drinks with friends.
So 36 seconds. That's what's on the clock. Alex Rivlin sitting back right around the 29. He's going to step back, heel the ball. Pearson, the intended target, is caught. Touchdown! And there's the flag. There's the flag. It's going to be holding on the offense. And that's going to go ahead and bring the play back. And just like I said, tonight's ball game is really just going to depend on who makes more ugly decisions, right? That's a prime example. This game right now should be 28-0, or at least 27-zip. And with 2 big-time Underwood mistakes, we're still at 21-7. So it'll be 2nd and 25 now. Ball all the way back on the 39-yard line. And that's an ugly penalty for Underwood. But here's the story. Can they bring themselves out of the mess they found themselves into? Alex Ravlin goes ahead, fakes the handoff to Anderson. Here's the deep throw. It's going to be long. Oh, it's going to be long there. Pass intended for Scott Pearson. Pearson's got some legs, but he can't run that fast. 21.6 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down and 25 to go. And now if you're Underwood, what are you doing exactly? Well, you really have not really much else to do rather than just get the ball, cross the chains, and get out of bounds. And you hope you have at least 5 or 10 seconds left on the clock. You obviously can't run it. Ravlin looking for a target. Goes for Pearson again, and that that throws up some concern as a broadcaster. The intended target was Pearson. All 3 times that ball was thrown. And Pearson that last time had no chance getting that ball. He was way too tied up with his cornerback. And if I'm Clarinda, I'm picking that up because if that's his guy, that's who I'm sticking on. So a good job there by Clarinda to think, oh, well, he passed it to him twice already, probably the 3rd time. And I think they finally smartened up a little bit here. So Joey Anderson's going to be elected to do the punting again for the Eagles, and we have a flag. Let's see what this is.
Delay of game.
And it's a delay of game on the Eagles, so 4th down and 30 for Underwood. And, man, this isn't too pleasing. Plus side is it is at the end of the first half, and it all gets erased in the brain through the second, but ball's going to drop right around the 25 and die right around the 14. So 1st and 10, 7.3 seconds left to go on the clock.
7 seconds left to go here in the first half of play.
And you hate to give a team any time to make any magic happen, but if Clarinda can get the ball across the end zone, this game's in a whole different category. Clarinda sets up on the line. Smith all by himself back there. Looking for an intended target. It's going to move over to the left side of the field. He's going to run it. Why he's going to run it, I don't know. The clock's going to run out, and that is the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Your score, 21-7, your Underwood Eagles. We'll have more football for you after the halftime. Once again, you're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Austin Greenland.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
On Saturday, October 2nd. The parade starts at 9 a.m. on the Clarinda Square. The field competition will begin with a flag raising ceremony at 12:45 at Cardinal Field, followed by exhibitions by the University of Nebraska Omaha and the Pride of Clarinda Marching Band. We hope to see you at the 65th annual Southwest Iowa Band Jamboree. Now, sit back and enjoy the show. Drum major Isabel Smith, is your band ready? The field is yours for performance.
So we're ready to start the second half. If you're just joining us, my name's Austin Greenland with Fuller Digital Solutions. Here in Clarinda, Iowa tonight, where amidst us is a cornfield and some trucks parked on a hill. If that ain't Midwest for you, I don't know what is. The recap of tonight, it's basically been all Underwood, but there's been quite a few mistakes, and it's allowed Clarinda to stick in this football game. And I'm sure I'm getting some wide eyes from a lot of Underwood fans who have already been tuning in to this full ball game. Here's a kickoff starting off the second half. Underwood is to receive, and we're off. Returning it. And can it go all the way? He's going to get knocked out of bounds right around the 38-yard line. Scott Pearson on the return. Could run a 1:58.800. State track medalist. Fast dude. Very, very fast dude. 1:58. My goodness. We had a 2:20 in high school. And I was considered mildly okay. So Alex Ravlin still behind the spot, the QB position. He's going to find Pearson. Pearson's going to juke his quarterback. Find some open room. Can he take it all the way? There for the tackle is Wyatt Schmidt, the quarterback and defensive back for the Cardinals. Schmidt is just all over the place tonight. If he isn't punting the football, he's throwing the football, and if he isn't throwing, he might get a tackle here and there. Guy is a well-used utility player. Anderson gets himself the football, and his fourth touchdown of tonight. This is a football game that Anderson is just not going to forget too easily. 4 touchdowns in one night. First one coming from a kickoff return. Second one from a regular 15-yard drive. Can't exactly remember what happened on the third one, but the fourth one right there. Brandt set back. He is officially 11 for 12 from the field post. So, 28-7, and just out of halftime, I think that's what head coach Nate Mickelson was looking for. I talked to coach at halftime, and he had a quote for me. He said, we just need to put teams away when they need to be put away. We've just not been playing solid football this first half, and I hold these guys to a really high standard, and they're just not playing it. Hopefully some of that trust was let back into his heart right after that play right there. Great job by Joey Anderson once again to get the ball in the end zone. So Brandt set here to do the kicking once again for the Eagles.
All right, all you football fans, up on your feet for the kickoff. Here we go.
And if Clarinda cannot find a way to get another touchdown here anytime soon, it's going to get really ugly for them, as it already kind of has. Brandt kicks a well football. It's going to stop right around the 8-yard line. It's going to hit the foot. It's going to hit the foot of the returner. Drew Brown picking up the football. Hit his foot. I don't know if you could really see it that well on the live stream, but he went to go step back, and it was boop right there. Ref, of course, called it a live ball, and it just died right then and there. Unreal. Funny how high school football, you see some of them little tweaks and little unusual things rather than you would see in a college or a pro game. 11:21 the clock. Smith hands his ball right over, and his running back's not going to get really anywhere. Isaac Jones on the carry.
David Brown on the carry for the Cardinals. Gain of maybe one. There's a flag on the play.
Oh, and somewhere, somehow, a coach took out his glasses rag and threw it on the grass. So we're going to have a little talk. Oh, and so a big penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct. That's going to add 15 yards. That's good if you're an Underwood Eagle, for sure. Not exactly sure who the call is on, or exactly sure what happened on the field, but I can almost guarantee coaches are not happy, especially Colin Bevins, the head coach for the Cardinals. Schmidt rolling to the left side, decides to dip it off to Jones, breaks 2 tackles, and finds himself down to the 15-yard line. So a gain of 1. So it brings up 3rd down and 23. So they'll spot the ball 1 yard behind the 15-yard line, and they'll make a 3rd down and 24 on the 14. And it seems that the cheerleaders are throwing some candy out to the fans here. Unfortunately, they can't throw it far enough so I can smack on my good Reese's or a Butterfinger. Schmidt back to throw, can't find nobody. He's going to be sacked big time. A bunch of Eagles just swore right around him. And the sack is going to go to number 7, Stevie Barnes. The linebacker right there for the tackle alongside with Jones.
Stevie Barnes on the stop for the Eagles.
So 4th and 24. And I like to think they're going to go. No, I'm just joking.
Scott Pearson on the return for the Eagles.
So set back for the punt is Wyatt Smith. Pearson to receive. The snap is in the grass. This one's going to be short. It's going to drop right around the 40-yard line and roll right around the 44. And, man, am I always a yard short or a yard long? My goodness, 43-yard line is where they're going to spot the ball. 9:35 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Long trip out here to Clarinda from Underwood, about an hour and 45-minute bus ride. Fun times, though, running on the JV bus. I'm telling you, them guys, always interesting time. Ravlin, sitting back throw. Here's a long pass, 10-4, and he catches it. Oh, my goodness. Pearson with the diving catch around the 10-yard line. And then there's a flag. Roughing the passer by the Cardinals. That's just going to be tagged on to the play. What an amazing catch by Pearson. Oh, my goodness. He just got the very tail end of it, got his fingertips out there, and collected the football. And so, being so close to the goal range, be half the distance towards the goal, and it puts him down on the 6. So 1st and 6. Pearson runs through. Ravlin under some pressure. Pearson wide open. Or no. That's Brandt. Zach Van Fossen gets the catch in the end zone. And then we get a flag on holding on the offense. So we'll set back up shop once again. And, take, I don't know how the scoreboard went from 28 to 40, but will turn the scoreboard back to 28 and go to work. So it's a 10-yard loss. Ravlin finds Van Fossen again. Can he do it again? Touchdown, Eagles. Underwood doesn't need a break. They got everything in their arsenal that they need. 34-7 brings the score. What an amazing job here by the Eagles. Brandt, once again, elected to do the kicking as Josh Ravlin, the sophomore, is going to do the finger hold for him. Ravlin, great job tonight. And that one was a scary punt. That one was super, super flat, but it finds a way. Man, that was flatter than when they thought the earth was flat. I'm telling you, my goodness. I wonder, how could you think the earth was flat? I don't know. Weird. 35-7 is your score. 8:57 left to go in the third. A great job by the Eagles, finally finding that extra gear to start pushing away in this one. It seemed like they were kind of stuck in second gear there for a while, going in or coming out or going into halftime. My gosh, if I could only speak. But going into halftime, they really felt like they were just stuck in second gear. Gears grinding, couldn't shift out. Finally, right there before halftime, kind of popped into neutral and found themselves in third gear right here in the third. And now they're shifting back into fourth as we're going to kick the ball off once again. Brandt, of course, doing the kicking, done a phenomenal job tonight. He gets under this one a little bit. It's going to go a little short. Caught right around the 15. Jones, he's going to run it. He's going to find way. Going to get across the 45 to the 50. And he'll finally be tackled at the 47-yard line. So a great job by him to find himself through the tackles, push those guys off, and fight every single way to get that to the 47-yard line. Only problem is now the Cardinals have to come through and get a touchdown. Otherwise, this one is going to be over really quick. Schmidt looking back. It's an intended target. Pretty good pass, but just goes right out of his hands. Grant Jobe, the intended target. 6'5", 200. It's a big boy. So 2nd and 10 on the 47 with 8:42 left to go in the third quarter. And at this point, you got to wonder, is the Underwood defense still running a rushing defense just because Clarinda isn't running the football as often as they was. You really find them throwing the football anymore. It's also hard, though, to judge a team when you haven't seen them in 5 past years and really can only watch film. Schmidt sitting back, running the left side of the field, under a lot of pressure. And he's sacked. Around the 49-yard line. So Joey Anderson's going to get the stat in the stat books for the sack. His name comes up all night today, or all night tonight. All night. 4 touchdowns, including 1 off a kick return. As Schmidt goes ahead and is going to punt the football here. Pearson Sitting back to return it. Goes off the helmet of a Cardinal. I've never seen that happen. Not like that. It almost acted as if it was a spring. Number 7, Marshall Duffy, lost the ball. And it doesn't even have enough time to look up, but the cone of the football hits him right on the square on the top of the helmet, but it was at a right enough angle as well to compress and bounce off his helmet and roll down the field for a positive Cardinal gain. Joey Anderson going to get the football by himself, alone all by himself out there. He's going to run the football right up the gut but get nowhere.
Joey Anderson on the carry. He'll gain 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 8. Tackled by Logan Green and Jace Wilmus.
So I've really never seen quarterback run right, or running back run right through. Anyways, Ralvin finds Pearson in the corner, and Pearson's going to jump over the line, and that's going to move the chains.
Going to take up a first down. Drew Brown on the stop for the Cardinals.
For a second there, we were very uncomfortable because it was only a touchdown before we were going to be super uncomfortable. And now we're just kind of playing this game out. Ravlin under pressure, gets tackled, throw. Oh! And it was a question if it was intercepted or caught, and finally we find the ball on the ground. Intended target was Mason Boothby, the sophomore. Boothby played baseball in the summer. Good athlete. Called him what I was calling Glenwood baseball and softball. Some confusion on the other side. They finally get the snap. Ravlin looking deep. Here's Pearson wide open. And he just gets deflected there by Lucas Bose. Bose limping his way back to the sidelines, though. And it seems the trainer's going to have to take a look at him. He's still walking for some odd reason, and now he's going to roll on the ground in extreme pain. Seems to be a sprained ankle. You hope for the young man. Ravlin by himself, very pressure. And the pass is over to Brandt. He's going to be about a yard shy. He's got to be a yard or two shy of the first down. They're going to spot him 1 yard shy on the 46. And Anderson's going to find a gap right up the middle. He's going to be down right around the 38. So that's honestly my favorite time or favorite thing about football is when you're 4th and 1, you decide to go for it, and then you end up getting this big gain that no one expected. And here we're going to go do the same play again. Anderson jukes 1, 2, 3, 4. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 5th touchdown of this afternoon. What an amazing job by Joey Anderson. Touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. He is a bulldog runner. He will run right through you, and he'll juke around you if he has to. Great, great athlete. Here's the punt by Brunt. It's going to be deflected. So that's only his 2nd field goal or extra point attempt that has been unsuccessful so far this season. So if that's what it is, that's what it is. Brant's done a great job kicking the field goals for the Eagles, and Joey Anderson has done a great job finding touchdowns for Underwood. So 41-7 with 5:34 left to go in the third. You're watching Underwood football on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
So if you're just joining in on us from home, I'm Austin Greenland on the Fuller Digital Solutions here in Clarinda, Iowa, as Underwood has taken this one home basically at 41-7. It wasn't that way, though, in the first half. That kind of seems to be the pattern so far in the first 2 weeks with Underwood. They like to play really cold in the first half and then pop out in the later halves. Here's a kickoff by Brandt. And it's going to go out of bounds, and we might have a little injury there on the sidelines. We see Chase Ryan limping at the end of that kickoff. Ball goes out of bounds. There'll be a flag. And so that'll set up shop here closer to the end zone for Clarinda. So ball sets on the 35, and Clarinda goes back to work, trying to dig themselves out of this hole they found themselves into. And they almost set themselves, the wide receivers almost set themselves up on the 25 instead of the 35. They get into place. Here's the pass. It's almost picked off. And they're going to say the ball hit the grass before it was complete. So Clarinda goes back to the 35, 2nd and 10 with 5:28 left to go, hoping to do some magic. But like I was saying before, Underwood, they're finding themselves kind of in an ugly pattern of not starting out too quick. They don't punch teams in the mouth. They kind of sit around and wait for them and play cat and mouse until the second half. And that's okay when you play, teams that you're just a lot better than. But when you find an equally matched team, that's when you find out who's boss. And it seems that we have a player down the field. They're going to try to help him up, but he's not going to get up. So we're going to have an injury timeout here with 5:13 left to go. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm Austin Greenland.
Drop in to the Do Drop In for fantastic daily food specials. For lunch on Monday, chicken fried steak. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Wednesday is a wild card. Thursday, bacon cheeseburger, fries, and chocolate cake. And Friday is a sirloin steak sandwich. And for supper specials, on Thursday it's roasted chicken and Friday prime rib. Open 11:30 till 9 weekdays, till 2 Friday and Saturday, and closed Sundays. Drop in to the Do Drop in McClelland for great family food and drinks with friends. Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
So it seems that it was just a cramp, which happens quite often here in this game of football. He'll go to the sidelines, get himself some water, maybe a banana or two. So Smith is going to be under a lot of pressure here. Decides to give it up, and it's going to be way over the heads of his intended receivers. And now Clarinda's 4-10, which has kind of been the story of their night tonight. It's just not able to move the chains. So back to punt Smith once again. Can Scott Pearson receive this one? He does, and once he gets a hold of it, he's just blindsided. Crowd sure likes the rough hit right around the 35. Poems going to get the tackle in the stat books. So it seems Clarinda's going to break out their mascot. Wonder if the Cardinal will do anything funny for us tonight. Ravlin gets the football and has no time to get off a throw before a flag is thrown. You're going to say false start on the offense. So the Eagles will move the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 on the 32. .451 left in the third. This ball game went really fast in the first half, and now it's starting to kind of drag. Ravlin just fakes the handoff, and right there for the deflection was number 58. Jesse Wilms, the sophomore, saying 6'2", 200. Gets the tip of the finger on the ball. Ravlin going to just dish it right off. And see, Graham Jensen got himself some varsity time in the ball game. He's going to be just shy of the chains. So it'll be 3rd and 3 on the 44. 4:21 left to go into the ball game. Here's the toss. And Baker just stuck right there. You can see him fighting for the game, just trying to get over. Seems that he did actually get across the plane, so it's going to be good. But the Underwood has 2 injured players, one looking a little more hurt than the other. Watching Underwood football on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast. Drop in to the Do Drop In for fantastic daily food specials. For lunch on Monday, chicken fried steak. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Wednesday is a wild card. Thursday, bacon cheeseburger, fries, and chocolate cake. And Friday is a sirloin steak sandwich. And for supper specials, on Thursday it's roasted chicken and Friday prime rib. Open 11:30 till 9 weekdays, till 2 Friday and Saturday, and closed Sundays. Drop in to the Do Drop in McClellan for great family food and drinks with friends.
So Scotty Pearson seems to be fine. Here's the throw by Ravlin. And they're going to move the chains again. Ball thrown over to Josh Ravlin. And it'll be 1st and 10 on the 39 with just under 4 minutes going. And, well, I guess they know what we were going to play because we got the ball into the hands of the running back just before the flag. And it seems that the flag is full start on the Eagles. So that'll move the ball back to the 34, 1st down at 15. 3 timeouts still available for both teams. Ravlin fakes the handoff. Finds his intended receiver, who was Wyatt Baker. Ball to 31. Ravlin looking back. Finds his brother. Josh jukes his first guy. And finds himself tackled right around the 11. So the ball will be spotted on the 14. 1st and 10 to go. Ball handed off to Graham Jensen. The sophomore standing at 5'10", 184. And he just slipped. Feet went right out from under him there after he got a hand on him. That's another thing about tonight with this grass out here. It's just good dew. It's just covering the grass, and it's very slippery. Both teams have to play in it, though, so ain't much you can complain about. Jensen gets the ball a lot closer towards the goal line. And it's just 1 yard shy of ditching the chains. Ravlin going to hand it back over to Jensen. Can he do the work? He can, but it's not going to get a touchdown.
Down to the 2.5 yard line. That's going to be.
So it's going to be 4th down and inches here as Joey Anderson comes back into the football game.
1st and goal to go for the Eagles. Tackled on the play by Keith Victor again.
And they never mind, they say. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles.
Ravlin comes up just a hair shy of the end zone. It'll be 2nd and goal to go.
So Alex Ravlin, the quarterback, decides to take it himself, and it'll be 2nd and 1 to go. And that one could mean another touchdown. Here's the handoff to Anderson. Can he get a 6th? He can. 6 for the big man, number 32. Now you might ask, what's another touchdown, Austin? Come on, it's just another touchdown at this point. True, it is another. It is, of course, Anderson's 6th touchdown. That is a big thing for the young stud, but it's also a big deal because being 35 points over gives us a continuous clock. Blunt goes for the kick, and there's a flag on the play.
Offsides against the Cardinals.
It'll be offsides against the Cardinals. So we're going to move one step closer to the uprights. One big step, I should say. Got to get that big in there, you know. Collins going to get the ball in a good time and just going to kick it straight once again. So incomplete. You got to wonder, is all the kicking he's been doing tonight, is that leg starting to, starting to die out? Is he losing the oomph in that leg? Because that's the second deflection he's had. I don't think it's exactly his line. I think it's more or less maybe the ball's staying too flat. He's not getting it up high enough. But regardless, score now 47-7, a 40-point spread here in Clarinda in favor of your Underwood Eagles with 1:20 left to go in the third quarter. You're watching Underwood football. I'm Austin Greenland.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
So here's the kickoff. This time brought to us by Gus Bashor. And there for the tackle at the 25. It's going to be Michael Dose. From Fuller Digital Solutions and myself, we thank you for tuning into this broadcast this afternoon. That's 42 seconds to roll down the clock in the third quarter. Schmidt takes a good old baseball windup before he lets go to that one. And it's just going to be a head-on-head collision there by 26 and 40. But we do thank you for tuning into this broadcast. We know it may not be the most professional broadcast, but we are very well working to make it that way. A lot of work goes into one of these live stream productions. A lot of people don't actually realize that. Schmidt stepping back once again, feeling the pressure. Here's the pass. It could have been easily picked over there by Josh Ravlin. Ravlin definitely had an opportunity there if he just wanted to slip, but that is the end of the third quarter. Score 47-7, Underwood.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Drop in to the Do Drop In for fantastic daily food specials. For lunch on Monday, chicken fried steak. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. Wednesday is a wild card. Thursday, bacon cheeseburger, fries, and chocolate cake. And Friday is a sirloin steak sandwich. And for supper specials, on Thursday it's roasted chicken and Friday prime rib. Open 11:30 till 9 weekdays, till 2 Friday and Saturday, and closed Sundays. Drop in to the Do Drop in McClelland for great family food and drinks with friends.
So the last time this sportscaster was here, it was around 23 degrees, slight snow, and I couldn't feel my hands. It's a little chilly of a breeze tonight. I'd say a good 45 degrees with the wind. Here's a pass from Schmidt. Marshall Duffy is the complete receptor, and he finds himself at the 47-yard line. So a big gang here early on in the fourth quarter. There is a continuous clock, being that the spread is more than 35 points. Honestly, this seems to be an ending game for Clarinda. There's not really any room to come back into this one. Underwood has done a great job so far in the second half. Couple of, turnovers, but other than that, this ball game has been a pretty sound one here in the second half. The first half, we'd rather not really talk about, but there's always something to prove every week, that's for sure, and it's only week 2, so you can't expect too much out of these guys. Smith stepping back, looking for a throw. He's going to be sacked with about 3 yards to lose.
Schmidt sacked on the play back at the 46-yard line. Brings up third down and 12.
And the Cardinals are going to take their first timeout of the half. Here with 10:37 left to go. 47-7. Not much going on. You're watching Underwood football on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Fuller Digital Solutions is proud to provide this video streaming coverage, and we hope you are enjoying the broadcast. Chances are, many others are enjoying it right along with you. If you have a business, you could be delivering your message just like I am to you this very minute. Please contact us for sponsorship opportunities by emailing fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Again, that's fullerdigitalsolutions@gmail.com. Thank you for joining our broadcast.
I got to pay rent, okay? And Alex Smith finds himself struggling just to get back to the line of scrimmage. 4-12 on the 46-yard line. If you're just joining us, this ball game has been all Underwood in the second half. First half, it really was a throw-up. 27-7 was the score going into halftime, and it really could have been 27-14 at a couple of its points in time. Clarinda got their first touchdown early on in the first quarter when an error on the special teams became very deadly for Underwood, and it placed them right around the 20-yard line. Right after that, they threw a Hail Mary pass and caught the ball right at the cone. That was their one touchdown of tonight. After that, it's been all of Jones just running the football. Kick return really started it off for us. Right after the touchdown, he ran one all the way back to the end zone for a rejuvenizing play because he was the one who missed the snap. Not that he had much control over missing the snap. After that, he's put across six touchdowns tonight, and he definitely is our MVP of the game. So in comes Braden Tarks. the senior here, standing at 5'10", 70 in the quarterback position. He hands it over to Maddox Nelson. And Nelson just doesn't get anywhere on the play. 2nd and 13 from the 25. Nelson going to go back-to-back and losing yards. 8:43 left to go on the clock. It's a continuous clock at that.
Had some help from a teammate, Braden Nowhere.
$8:11 left to go on the clock. 3rd and 14. Ball on the 25. And there'll be a delay of game call on Underwood. That's only the 2nd time that's happened tonight. Something that really shouldn't ever happen. It's good when you get this far up on a team. You can really bring in your younger guys, get them some experience. Ball is handed off to Braden Turks. Or pardon me, Stevie Barnes. And it'll be 4 and 18 on the 26. 4 and 12 on the 26-yard line. And here comes the kick. The punting team. Hey, Peter, can I get the punting team? Joey Anderson, the game MVP, sitting back there, waiting to receive the snap. This one's a little high, gets you a little concerned. This one's going to land right around the 40-yard line. They're going to let it go. Ball stops at the 30, and that's where the Cardinals will pick up game. So far, a wind coming out of the north at about 5 miles an hour. Clear skies, you see some stars in the near distance. Something that we didn't really think was going to happen early on today. A lot of cloud coverage. The sun was peeking through here and there, but it really looked like it was about to rain. Ball gets hiked right into the quarterback's shoulder. He has to find it for a second, hands it off to his running back, but by that time, he's already stuck. 6 minutes left in the ball game. Cheer team has a really good routine here. Very well in sync here for Clarinda. They're almost more in sync than the football team is sometimes. Here's a snap. Eli Drennan is going to run himself. Three yards. So it'll eventually be 3rd and 11 on the 29. 5:15 left to go in the ball game. Eli Drennan, the senior. It seems like we have a lot of backup seniors on both teams. Drennan hands the ball off. So 4th and 11. So where the ball will stand on the 30. 4:32 left to go. Back to kick is Caden Butt. Receive is still Pearson. And the ball will die right around the 42-yard line. They'll say it stays at the 43, and with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, it's time for some magic to happen for the JV kids. And it seems there's some confusion on the Underwood side of the field, so Coach Nate McElson is going to go ahead and take a timeout. 47-7, 50 seconds left to go. You're watching Fuller Digital Solutions.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
10 seconds left of the clock, and this ball game is basically over. One last play for Underwood. If they can get it off in time. And it seems that we're just going to go ahead and play it out. And, of course, there's a flag, and more than one ref sees it. In fact, 3 of them see it.
Motion against the Eagles. Makes it 1st and 15 from the 38-yard line.
So it seems that we're going to play out another 3 minutes and 46 seconds in the football game just for the youngins. And man, does number 5 get tore up right there. Maddox Nelson runs right into a bunch of Cardinals going all sorts of ways.
16. Tackled on the play. By number 75. I don't have the name for him on my roster.
I want you to set me up, put me on camera here towards the end. I'll do a stand-up.
So a lot of no names on the field right now. Nelson gets the football again. And that's going to take you way back. Way back. 34. That'll be 3rd and 16. With 2:42 left to go. So the concession stand is starting to do discounts, and the JV kids are starting to play football. This one's over, but we're still having fun as Hayden Hahn, the freshman quarterback, overthrows Cole Thompson.
Brings up 4th down and 19.
So 4th and
2
19
minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in the ball game.
with 2:07 left to go. I think they go for it. I think they should go for it, but I don't think that the coach agrees with me. He'll bring out the special team. So Joey Anderson, who's done more than enough in tonight's ball game, is going to do the kicking for the Eagles. Be interesting to see what the stats come out on Anderson next week. Kicks the ball and it falls out of bounds around the 30-yard line. 1:30 left on the clock.
1:25 left to go here in the ball game. Score still Cardinals 7, 47.
So they'll throw the ball right around the 33 with 1 minute left to go in the ball game. Here's the handoff to the running back. He's going to juke, find a couple of holes, but eventually that hole closes. And he's going to be put down right around the 40. And that's basically the ball game, folks. So tonight's matchup was pretty scary early on in the ball game. 27-7, we went into halftime, and we come back out 47-7 here at the end of this unusual game. But what we really should talk about is how Underwood is just not coming out as strong in the first half. Underwood doesn't come out as strong in the first half of these ball games, and that might be something that nets them up in the end of the butt going into the rest of the year. Last final score is 47-7. I am Austin Greenland along with Fuller Digital Solutions. We will see you next week. Good night and good luck.